This is the Negro Ninja. And today I just want to talk to y'all about what happened to work today. They finally let your boy go. Okay, they finally let your boy go. They did it right after lunch too. Okay, as soon as the lunch is over, I get a call from the temp service. And she was like, hey, they say that they caught up with all their work and they're not going to need anyone else, you know. So, just turn in your badge or whatever. I said, that's what they told you. She said, what do you mean? I said, you think this is really about them not needing work? Okay, now, they insulted my Negro intelligence. Because, first of all, it's two motherfuckers that work for the same temp service there. Okay, me and incompetent guys in the same temp service. Okay, so I already knew. I'm like, I bet you $5 they keep him. I said, she really let me go because I won't talk to that dreadhead girl that just got back from a leave of absence. That girl that got me sent home because she made up that I have COVID or something, and I had to go and get tested. So I stopped talking to her, and that's why this is happening. And she was like, "Oh, okay, but we'll look for you some more work." I said, "Good." I saw the incompetent dude coming to the elevator. Okay, and I was basically like, "Oh yeah, they let you go too." He said, "No, I'm going to lunch." Okay, then I go in or whatever, and I see the assistant supervisor who's a black guy, and I see the old lady. Okay, they're trying to act like they don't know what's going on. I said, yeah, I just got an email saying that I got to bounce. It was good working with y'all or whatever. It was like, yeah, I just got the email too, man. And he basically read out who sent the email. He said, yeah, I just got an email from this lady and that dude, basically trying to say, nigga, it wasn't me. I'm like, I know it wasn't you. Okay, I know exactly who it was. Okay, and the old lady, she turned out to be cool, and I can tell that she, just like why y'all getting rid of him and not this, why not the incompetent dude? Okay, the incompetent dude was actually okay to work with near the end, okay, because he was not being as incompetent as he usually was. I'm like, oh, I guess he ain't that bad, but he's still evil though. I can just tell because he was in on it. Okay, because he was like, hey, you got to lunch in 5 minutes. I'll do the rest for you. I'm like, I thought something was weird about it. Okay, because you don't really do shit. Okay, so the lady being frustrated with the dude all day, anyways. She was wondering who's making mistakes, and instead of accusing somebody, she said, "Hey, if you was to have this, what would you put this?" Basically, trying to see if it was me or him without saying it. I said, "Oh, I know this. This would go over here." And she basically knew who did it already anyway, but she just didn't want to look, nasty or messy. Okay, then she asked him. And that's who she knew did it wrong, but she just didn't say it like that. She's very professional. Okay, so she getting frustrated with him and all this type of stuff. So I know that she wished that he was gone instead of me. All right, and that's what happened earlier that day. And my boss's boss was up there. He's the white dude that's jealous. He's a jealous white dude. That's the one that I was talking about. Talking about. Yeah, I wear pants to the warehouse sites because they're dusty up there. And that's how I know that hoe was telling him what I said about the high rise, not about the company I work for. Not about the company I work for, but the client. It's just the high rise, and I'm being honest. Okay, they don't do us right there. They treat us like crap because we're contract workers. So she took that as I don't know exactly what she said to him, but I know she spent it around to make me look like an antagonist. Because that's what narcissists do. When you don't fucks with them, it's a smear campaign. So this is the boss's boss. Now the boss is already a bitch anyway. Okay, she ain't got no backbone. Okay, and this is what make this deep. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all the story about how today went. I'm ignoring this whore as usual. The dread haired bitch. And I'm just basically trying to work. I'm just doing what I do, and I'm talking to everybody but her. Okay, she don't even really supposed to be in the same room. She work in a different room. That's what make this whole scenario extra stupid. She don't have to be in here. She can stay in there all day if she wanted to. That's why they got me and the other guy over there. Just do that part. Okay, she could come over there to help out a little bit, but she don't supposed to be over there as much as she. She don't have to be over there as much as she is. Okay, so today I'm just working or whatever. And I'm just going out of my way to just not look at the girl. Like I don't want nothing to do with her. You can't possibly expect somebody to talk to you after you get him in an uncomfortable situation. I already lose 2 days of work. Then I had to go and stick something all the way up my nose at doing a COVID test. Okay, what? Like I said, kids don't even stick crayons that far up their nose. But you have to do a self COVID test at a site, and you got to put that shit all the way up there to about right here. So that pissed me off. Just the principle of it. Very uncomfortable situation, and she think the shit is funny because I didn't hear what she said, but I know she was talking about me. She came out the room laughing like that. I'm like, she is such a bitch. Okay, and she thought I was gonna talk to her, so I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with you. I think it's just, first of all, it's safe to not have nothing to do with somebody. Okay, that you put in a situation like that. Okay, and I don't put her in a situation to where she got to watch her back, so I just don't talk to her or engage her. All right, and that's the honorable thing to do. It's the righteous thing to do. Okay, like I said, I'm not out to get nobody. I'm just there to, I'm a Negro trying to get from point A to point B. Okay, and that's why I'm there. Okay, I'm there to be a blessing to those that hire me. Okay, personally, I like to be a blessing to everybody that I come into contact with. So I live and let live. I don't fuck with nobody. Okay, but she can't turn the other cheek. Okay, she cannot turn the other cheek when you offend somebody and they smack you. Okay, you was wrong in that situation. You turn the other cheek. That's one of the meanings for that. Okay, but she expect for me to turn the other cheek so she can slap me after she slapped me the first time for no reason. Just, and I was like, this bitch here crazy. So continuing. Today we're working, okay, and I'm just doing the typical stuff as usual. She working extra fast, but like I can peep how she working real fast today. I never saw that. Okay, and then I'm going to the cabinet right here, and she's right here. So as I'm going right here, she does a football play where she just say, "Doop," and just stand right in front of me, and I instantly just say, "Shoo." Okay, I didn't know that was going to happen, but and she, it pissed her off even more, and she still just working. I'm like, she's really into it today. Okay, she's really into it today, but I ain't paying her no mind. Okay, and I'm just ignoring her, and I'm just doing what I'm doing, working and all this type of stuff. Okay, and kind of stretching when I get stiff or whatever. Okay, and then I'm just working, and then my boss's boss, who's a dusty white motherfucker, I just see him looking at me while I'm just going through the files and stuff, and I'm just going through the files, and I just feel this energy, and I just instantly say, I don't know if he was trying to cast a spell or whatever on me, but it was negative, and I saw his jealous eyes. He was just looking at me, just okay, and I just look, and he was just like, okay. Now this reminds me of the Chris Rock joke. Okay, he says that there's nothing a white man with a penny hates more than a black man with a nickel. Okay, so apparently there's nothing more that a white man with a salary hate more than a nigga with a paycheck. Nigga, I just got here. You got a full blown salary. Let me collect at least 2 paychecks first. Damn. Okay, I just got back employed again. So he was looking mad as shit. Okay, and I'm just, I know why, because I'm coming to work all sharp and shit. I got my scarf, I got my jacket. Okay, and I got my scarf like Shinobi, so it's kind of hanging. I got it tied to where it's hanging like a cape or whatever. And my presence, I got a strong presence, and they can't take it. I just stand, my chest is sticking out, back straight. Then I have on the mask right here, so I know that really pisses him off. Now, who the f did this nigga think he is? Just sitting over there like he's just some type of fictional character or something. That nigga was just boiling with jealousy. He was just steaming. I'm like, what the hell wrong with you? Okay, and then he's like, all right, guys, see y'all tomorrow. I'm like, see you. Okay. That was crazy. And I already knew something was about to happen. I'm like, I bet you I get fired from this job. I bet I get, and that's what happened. Okay, I already knew he was gonna fire me the first time we talked. I was like, hey, I got sent home for this. I remember in the meeting you said that y'all would pay me if I got sent home for for testing. That should count as a sit day or something. And then he want to act all dumb. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm looking to frequently ask questions, and I held him to them. So you found that answer yet? And then that's when he just like, cause he used to being able to fuck over people. I'm like, you got the wrong one. Like, and technically I was not wrong or disrespectful. Like I'm like, so you told me you was gonna do something. You're supposed to be a good supervisor. You taking the place of the current supervisor while her dumb ass is out for surgery. Okay. And once again, if this doesn't prove what everybody's talking about with the white man and the black woman having something going on, I don't know what does. Okay. That's that bitch's lapdog. Okay, she is his lapdog. Okay. But that's not the real enemy of the story. They just puppets as well. Okay. They are but puppets. Okay, the real demon is this bitch with the dreadlocks. She the orchestrator of everything. Because everything was much smoother before this bitch got back. And then once again, I'm getting back to that. Okay, so lunchtime is coming up, and I noticed that the incompetent dude, okay, is he was like, hey man, you got lunch in 5 minutes. Your lunch is coming up. I'm like, why are you acting so nice right now? And I already knew something was up. You can't trust people that just act nice out the blue. Okay, I'm like, okay. He was like, it was just 5 minutes. I'll do the rest for you. I'm like, do the rest for me. He making it sound like he do work or something. I'm like, I'm shocked at this. I was like, okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. And that just goes to show you how dirty the work environment is. Everybody knew about it, and they even let this incompetent motherfucker know. Now, I think it's very funny how he's the most incompetent, does the less work. He be sitting there like this. Hey, you got to do the work that's on the wall. Oh, okay, okay. He just be acting dumb and shit. Okay. Um, and like I say, the old lady, she catching this too. Okay, because she heard her talking about it. She was like, yeah. Because this is when I was out because I had to, wait for them to approve for me to come back. And she was basically saying what he was doing while I wasn't there. That lady told him to do something. You can't just sit there while there's work in the wall. He was just all his own little words. Talking about some, okay. And that was her way of pointing to the situation without looking like a villainess. Okay, but I can tell she don't like to do it because the same reasons why I was annoyed with him at first. He's just annoying. Okay, so continuing. I go to lunch or whatever. Okay, no, yeah, I go to lunch or whatever. And then as I get back into the building, that's when I received a phone call. And I know they was watching me from the window somewhere. Okay, because as soon as I got back in at 1 o'clock, I get the phone call from the temp agency. Okay, oh yeah, they just said that, you're not needed any longer. It's just temporary. I'm like, that ain't what I heard when I first got hired, but I ain't give her no back, you know, lash over it. I'm like, whatever, they full of shit. Okay, we'll just look for something else, man. We'll keep you, we'll find something else for you. And that's how that goes. Okay, very demonic. And I did notice that I was the only person in the room that day. This is, I found myself being the only person in the room a lot at that job. Okay, and I forgot to tell y'all this shit as it was happening, but there was one day when my supervisor was there, her retarded ass was there, and everybody left for the day except for me and the incompetent guy, and it was just her in the room. Her and the incompetent dude left at the same time. She went out this door. He went out this door. I'm like, okay, I'm the only person in the room. And then you know how I say that little rainbow zombie telepathy thing, the way they try to make you think it's you thinking this. I'm like, I know how I think. I'm the Negro Ninja. No, I don't play that gay shit. I said somebody must have figured out why I work because this wasn't happening at first. And I said I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. As soon as I rebuked that shit in the name of Jesus, the supervisor came from this door and the incompetent dude, they came in at the same damn time. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do a video telling y'all stupid shit that's been happening at the job. I just never got around to it. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I figured something was up. I always figured he was a wizard or something. Someone right about that. You just can't trust motherfuckers at jobs. Okay, but nobody knows that I despise rainbow zombies at that job though, so I never said nothing. Okay. But despite the fact that they don't know, but I mean, meaning that I didn't tell them don't mean that they truly don't know. People just know how you roll. Okay, but I also found it funny that the person that was delivering, whatever the hell for us to do today, came in. Okay, like the mailman was here or whatever. He was dropping off our mail or whatever. I said, "This must be the lost mail." He said, "This dude here's smart. You too smart for this business. Okay, you should be doing another job or something." Right after that shit, the dread-haired bitch came in and said, "That must be the lost mail, ain't it?" It was like, "Yeah, you smart." She wanted the same blessing that I got, and I was just peeping this bitch. I'm like, I'm peeping your dumb ass. I see how you operate. I see how you operate. Bitch look like Mom Ra from Thundercats. Okay, that's how she looked. Just a slithery motherfucker. Slithery motherfucker pulling all the strings. Okay, just like on Thundercats, motherfucker pulling all the strings of big strong motherfuckers. Okay, you string along ass bitch. String-A-ling ass bitch. Alright, these just retarded. Okay, but once again, she was working fast today, like real fast, trying to do most of the work so she could, put that into that dude's head or the supervisor's head. I don't know. Apparently, she's talking to her while she's out. So she talked to both of them at the same time and turned them against me. Okay. Once again, everything was smooth. I had beef with one person and I just didn't like the incompetent dude for a minute. Okay, but everything started getting better until she came in. Almost as if she decided to come back just to fuck it up for me. Okay, because she didn't show no signs of coming back. And the supervisor was worried. Because when I first got there, okay, she was like, yeah, there's also somebody else that's on a leave of absence due to COVID. And she just couldn't find nobody to watch her kids or whatever. Good thing she's coming back. Me and her were close and we was texting. She usually respond, but now she ain't responding. I'm like, you coming back? She just didn't say nothing. It's been like a month. I don't think she's coming back. I'm like, just give her time. She probably just looking for somebody to watch her kids or something. I don't think she's coming back. I'm like, well, fuck it. She ain't coming back then. You want me to just agree with you and validate your concern. I like everybody that I hire, but I'm really fond of her. I'm like, bitch, why are you telling me? Okay. But you already know when shit like that is being said, she letting you know. I already knew what time it was. I'm like, I can just see something dumb finna happen. And dumb things happen. Okay. And I'm debating on whether or not to just make this particular point into his own video or just say it here. But for the most part, let's say that was the equivalent of you coming into a bitch's life. Okay, I'm the person here. I'm the one that replaced the last person that was here. Okay, and once again, this is deep because I work in this room. The dread horror work in that room. Okay, she don't have to be over here, but she chooses to be over there. Then she just chooses to come back. Okay, and she came back, and the supervisor put that bitch over me. She put the incompetent motherfucker over me. So if y'all don't need nobody, but fuck it, just one person. Why keep the most incompetent motherfucker out of the? Like I said, that goes to what I be saying about how hoes be choosing inferior motherfuckers over the superior. And I got a video that's in draft that I might just polish up or either put that draft up, proving that point with a Reddit story. But this shit crazy. Okay, so I come in, I do my shit. Okay, and I work fast. There have been times, and this happened almost all the time. Well, I outwork the guy. Like if we got like 5 or 6 trays of files to do, okay, or whatever the hell that shit is, I would get most of the shit. I would have like my desk full of most of the trays, and he'll get like 20% of it in comparison. So let's say out of 5 trays, he'll get 2. I get the remainder of the 3. If it's 8 that come in, he'll probably do 2, and I do the rest of them. Because I be working that fast. I just do more work in general. I be working fast as shit. Okay, I be working so fast that I often don't have shit to do, even with that bitch being there. Okay, so she takes that and just, I worked more than Negro Ninja today. And she technically still didn't because I was doing shit prior to that. Okay, but she had something to show for it. Look at all the trades I've done in comparison to the Negro Ninjas too. Okay, I'm like, he did too as well. You the one I wasn't trying to kill myself. I was just working at a decent pace. She was really trying to kill herself just to get me up out of there. That's like she was hustling. Like that shit was crazy. I'm like, yeah, I figured something dumb was gonna happen. Okay, and she just over there. Like I said, I wasn't looking at her because I was making sure I didn't look. Okay, but I could feel her smile. And I heard her laughing to herself. Stuff like that. But when looking at shit she was doing, but I do know she was looking dusty today. I felt that shit. But that's crazy. Bitches are stupid. And like I said, this pretty much proves my point that low level motherfuckers will limbo to hate on you. Okay, motherfuckers ain't even that flexible, but they figure out a way to get up under that bar. They'll break their back just to stoop low enough to get up under that motherfucker right there. Okay, it's ridiculous. All right, so once again, this is a motherfucker that's been out on leave for months at a time. It looked like it over 3 months. That's a long ass motherfucking time. Okay, somebody gets there and they're reliable. Okay, and the supervisor was saying we can't really keep people here. This one girl came here thought she was just gonna be scanning. She didn't know she was gonna be sorting files and doing this shit here. So she just left. I know it's a lot of work. I'm like, this ain't shit to me. Okay, I'm used to having, like I said, it ain't shit. Okay, I'm a hard worker anyway. I got a good work ethic. These people are just lazy. Okay, I've done way like the Coca-Cola shit was hard. All them cans, and then being overworked, and they order so much shit. That was hard. So I'm like, whatever. This office shit ain't nothing. Okay, even though it was a lot of work, but it wasn't that damn much for me to just walk off, except for that one time when I was thinking about doing it. And I was like, oh, y'all finna help too. And it wasn't the fact that it was a lot, it's just how they came at me. I was like, I don't know how they talking to me. And they saying I gotta do all this. Plus the shit kind of boring. But once I got it, I was like, yeah, it's easy. Okay, but you gotta watch how you present shit to people. I'm like, oh, okay, good. And then she was like, y'all coming back tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah, it's being facetious like that. Y'all coming back tomorrow. I'm like, she really think I'm gonna quit. I said, look, I'll let you know if I quit. I'm not just gonna walk off. I'll just be like, I quit. Only for her to end up just letting me go because of a bitch that ditched her retarded ass for that long and was disrespectful by not answering the text messages or phone calls. And they supposed to be so close. But like I said, I might just have to do another video to just tackle that part and really break that down and how dumb that is. And I guess that's all I got to say for this rant. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.